Hi, welcome back to TNT Crochet Hookers, where knit happens. Okay, so last podcast I kind of gave a hint of that never-ending project. Well, I never understood the importance of actually following patterns. I was only just learning how to, and again, I kind of taught myself through books. It wasn't until later on I really didn't even know what YouTube was. And this was probably approximately about a year or two ago. My daughter, I kept trying to look for other books and trying to learn new skills, and my middle daughter, May, she was like, why don't you just go on YouTube? And I was like, you who? You what? I don't know what that is. So they actually set me up with an account, taught me how to use it on my, and then when I realized I can use it on my phone and I can take it everywhere, I was hooked. So I mostly learned through new skills through YouTube and through tutorials. Love it, love it, love it. Do not expect that from me because I'm just not that good. I might not even have that kind of patience, but who knows? You never know in the future. So back to learning and learning the importance of following a pattern. Well, I was determined that I was going to make a baby blanket because everyone makes baby blankets. And I have made baby blankets for my grandson. I made it for two of my nieces. You know, like I said, I do knit and crochet for my family. But this was my very first project. And my husband was so excited. I was so excited. And so they said to chain, I think it was simply like 170 chains. And so I chained it and I was thinking, God, this is awfully small. So I thought, you know what, forget that. No, this is too small. I'm going to double it. Well, this is why you got to be careful about it, because my family calls this the baby blanket that never ends. And they're right. It hasn't ended. I'm not done doing it, but I'm determined I'm going to finish it. And who knows, maybe soon that's what I'm going to focus on. I have the yarn. I just need to continue with it. I will tell you, my dog loves this thing. We had to finally put it away because she wouldn't stop being on it. So you're gonna laugh, like, here's the yarn. Yes, it's still going. It's not done. Give it some more. Yep, here it goes some more. And believe it or not, if you look at this, this is still folded in half. So, okay, so here's even more. Yes, this is a baby blanket. It is the size, it could fit on a king size bed, y'all. It is huge. So now I'm just determined that I'm going to, and it's even gotten dirty over the years. This is when I don't feel good, and when I was sick and trying to recover from some illnesses, my husband would help pull this out for me, and I would just start working along. It's a simple shell stitch, just a crochet, double crochet shell stitch, super easy to do. And it's something that, well, obviously you can tell, after doing this for so many times, I can actually take this out, not touched it for a year, and just start working on it without any problems. You can tell when I first started, I did not understand the whole concept of how to end the sides, so I've got like little bumpies here. But you know what? It is hilarious. My family thinks it's hilarious. We just get a kick out of this blanket, and believe it or not, it's kind of crazy, but my kids are already fighting over this blanket. There's this one movie that we watch, and Betty White calls their family blanket the baby maker. Well, it is baby color, so I mean, maybe that's what we'll call this. Well, this will be the Horn family baby maker. But this is my project. Oh, and I still haven't even sewn in all the ends. It's kind of funny because I didn't even understand the concept of the ends at that time, so they're really, really tiny, so it's going to be impossible to sew some of these in. Mikey, I'm going to do my best 3 different directions and snip it off. But this is my goal. My goal is to actually get this blanket done. Let's aim for a date. maybe you guys can keep me on track. But I don't have a lot left to do on it. I know you're thinking, really? Really? You don't have a lot? Shouldn't it be done by now? I mean, really. But I actually really do still have probably about 3 more skeins that I have to add to this. Don't ask me why. It's because I'm crazy. It's because I actually want to put a border on this massive freaking thing. Don't know why, but I think borders kind of give it that nice finish. At this point, my kids keep saying just give up. My husband's like, so when's this going to be done? But once it's done, I'm going to think it'll fit in my wash machine. I'm going to have to take this to the laundromat and get it washed and get it all nice and neat, and it'll end up on my bed for now because we ain't having no more babies here. But who knows, maybe this will be the ongoing joke as my kids get married or they have children or whatever, and this will be like our little family heirloom. So again, you know, it's fun. We all have crazy projects like this. This is mine. So again, this is the good, the bad, a little bit ugly. Needs a good washing. It's pretty old, but I love it. I love this blanket. It's always brought me joy, frustration, but also joy. So here's this, and we'll put this off to the side. I'll just put it down here for now. And the next thing I want to talk about, my husband had mentioned that in my last podcast or vlog, not sure what I'm going to call this, was that I need to kind of hold up my projects. So here is my project. This yarn is from KnitPicks. It's just 100% cotton. It was real easy to work with. I don't typically worry about yarns that split. It just doesn't bother me. And then this yarn here, I couldn't even tell you where I got it. I've had it for years, but it was so pretty and it sparkled. So that's why I decided to do the cuffs and the top. Now, I'm trying to remember who I got this pattern from. Probably in my next podcast, I'll let you guys know who it was that the pattern is from. It was a YouTube tutorial, and I'm sure many of you probably have already seen it. It seemed like it was a really popular pattern. Super easy to do. Took us no time at all. And like I said, my daughter's almost done with hers, and I'll show you that one once it's done. This past summer, I do love to do washcloths. I think a lot of people do. They're quick, they're easy. It's something where I think for crochet it's that instant gratification, and you know, crochet does that for me. I can do a little project and it's done, you know, not instantly, don't get me wrong, I am slow as dirt, but it allows me to do many different stitches without having that big commitment like the baby blanket that never ends. So here I have, what was it, Fiberflex this past summer was doing a crochet along where they were doing different types of washcloths, and I'm planning on still doing a lot of it, but I got this yarn from, I want to say it's Premier, and I do love Premier yarn, I will tell you, with my yaw addiction that many of us have, and I don't even think it's so much an addiction, I just love being able to see it. I like being able to, it was like many of the vloggers say, you know, if a painter is going to paint and they're an artist, they're going to have all the paints that they need, everything that they're going to use, instead of sitting there, oh, I'm going to only have this tiny little bit of yarn and I'm only going to focus on that. Well, that's not who I am. That's not how many of us are. We like to have our variety there, just like every artist, you know, people who do stained glass. I'm sure they don't just have one little slab of glass. They have a variety. I know my sister-in-law does. She goes to a studio and they have all the stuff there. Well, that's great, and she even has her own supply of stuff. Anyone who quilts, they have a variety of fabrics. Well, we yaw, so we need our fabric, our yarn. So back to Fiberflex. I started this, and I like doing it in sets because, like I said, I have 3 grown daughters, and at some point, we don't know when, but they'll probably move out and they're going to go on their own ways. And you know, I'd love to be able to give them like a really big gift where they have a set of towels, they have a set of, you know, hand towels, washcloths, pot holders, different things like that. So, or even like some ornaments, some little holiday stuff. So my kids have already like claiming stuff. So with that, I go through yarn and I don't have to worry about the fact that, oh, well, what am I going to do with this? I've got 3 daughters. They take everything. It's fine. But these were the 2 that I have gotten done. There were a total, I think, 5 or 6. And like I said, I do it in large amounts. So for each of them, I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's a set of 10 for each. And I do plan on doing the other ones. And like I said, what my goal is I'm probably going to do 2 each, give to my daughters 2 each style. And that'll go in like a hope chest for them. So when they're ready to move out, it's there. And again, this was just Premier cotton, and it was fairly inexpensive. I got both of them for, I want to say it was when they had it on sale, those big ones. And it was like 2, if you bought 2, you got them for $5 each, so it was like $10. Made it so nice, so I ended up buying 2 of this one. And I do have some Christmas ones that I'm going to at some point get to. You know, at some point. Who knows? Now, I told you I do love me some KnitCrate, and a lot of people do. They are a great company. I love the yarn. It's wonderful. And back to when my husband was telling me, oh, you should really start a YouTube channel, and I kept saying, no, you're crazy. I said, well, I had a horrible day at work, like we all do. We all have those days at work, and I call them, you know, quit Wednesdays. And it was just a rough day. I do love my job desperately, but it is demanding. And I was just kind of having a rough time. There was other things going on, and I was kind of feeling down. I was feeling a little sad. So I get home, and I was just like, we got home late too, so I was just exhausted. I get home, and you know what made me happy? This pretty little teal box made my day. And then I was like, ooh, I just want to see the yarn. You know, that's all I want to see is the yarn. That's not what I saw when I opened it. I saw the pretty tissue paper, and then I saw this, the golden ticket. I about lost my flippin' noogies. It's kind of funny though, because the problem was, it says in the instructions that it says, I don't even know how many of you have seen some of these. And you can tell I've had it for 2 months. Oh, this is just so soft. It's Knitology, and this is the colorway Flying Trapeze. So this was when they were doing the circus theme. So it's about two months ago, and it is just so soft. I just love it. It was the July one. And again, I'm not going to get into all of this because I'm sure many of you already saw it. What I'm going to get into is this. This was like so cool. And I got to say, it just made my day, because like I said, it'd been a hard, you know, week or so. And it just said, KnitCrate Golden Ticket. Greetings to you, lucky finder of this $1,000 golden ticket from your KnitCrate community. Present this ticket by posting a pic of it on Instagram. And then you have to tag KnitCrate winner before the end of the month. Okay, I gotta tell you. And then also it said that they would pay you via PayPal. Alright, for me, I am really like, at work, I am great with technology. I don't know, I come home and I'm just an idiot with it. I don't understand a lot of the things. I didn't have an Instagram account. I didn't have PayPal. But let me tell you, I've got 3 adult children who I know have all of those things. So I sat there and I said, your job today is you're going to get me an Instagram account, you're going to get me PayPal, because I don't know how to do any of this. And so they were so excited for me. They decided, yes, Mom, we're going to do this. We're going to make sure this happens. Obviously, all that really did, this $1,000 was probably help to pay for my yaw, the addiction. It just fuels it. I love it. It's wonderful. So I wanted to always remember this because it really did bring me joy that day. I even found a little really pretty blinged up frame from Michaels, and this is where its new home's going to be. And it's going to be at some point in my craft room, which we're trying to make downstairs in my basement. We have to declutter big time, like most of us in our basements. That's where we throw everything. Well, we're working on that. Again, remember, I've got 3 adult children who kind of come in and out, and they're collecting their own stuff. So, tiny house, a lot of people. But this was so exciting. And again, I'm going to show you the things that I end up making with KnitCrate, but I'm probably not going to do a lot of the reveal boxes. But I kind of don't even want to ever use this because I just always want to remember this one. This is like my special one, but I promise you I'm probably going to make something with it soon. So there was that. Now, if you remember, I had spoken about advent calendars. I love advent calendars. I think they're just so much fun. So I decided that I would go on Etsy. And I actually did initially try to do it through Amazon. And Amazon had some, but I kind of had some criteria that I wanted to meet. One, I know that they have a lot that are like 10 ounces or 20 ounces. Well, I wanted to go for the ones that are more like 20 ounces because I didn't know what patterns I'm going to do with them. Now, I have found some patterns for shrugs for knitting and crochet. I found shawls for knitting and crochet. And like I said, I do have quite a few coming. So in November, I'm expecting them to come, but I did order 2 for Halloween. I love Halloween. My family loves Halloween. So I thought, hey, this would be kind of a neat start, get my feet wet, and with all the good vibes for my family, getting this YouTube video channel started, I thought, well, maybe I'll just kickstart with an October everyday vlog with all the new yarn stuff we're going to get. I'm going to open it today because, to be honest, me and my husband don't know how to do this. I don't know when this is going to go online. So we're going to start doing these today because this could take a couple of days, and if that's the case, we're going to be into the middle of the first week of October. So we're hoping that doesn't happen, but we're going to keep videoing just so that when we are able to, we're just going to pop all those suckers on all at once. Because again, we're new and we don't know what we're doing. So the first one that I got, now I do have 2 advent calendars for October, and tomorrow is going to be the 30th, and I'm kind of concerned because one of them has not arrived yet. They did send me a notice saying that it is on its way, so hopefully it will get here soon. Now this one, I'm going to try real hard to do this. I'm going to get a lot of help, but I did take pictures because the box, my grandson was so excited and he just couldn't hold his britches with it. When it came in, we opened up the box and he was just, they packed it so beautifully for Halloween. It was great. It was just awesome. Even a giant bag of popcorn, I will tell you, that was amazing popcorn. We're probably going to order some because it was really good. Like, our whole family loved it. But this is actually from, let me see, it's Whips Sticks Fabric Company. Now, what this one entails is 31 mini skeins and one nice big surprise 100-gram skein. Now, it also has a little gift here. It came with a couple little gifts. This beautiful, and they do clay work as well. So they have this beautiful necklace. I think, honestly, it could, if you really didn't want to wear it as a necklace, you could probably add it to like a little stitch marker if you make it. Yummy, yummy orange spice tea. And then a couple of little, smells so good, apple, and then a pumpkin candles, tea-like candles. So we have those. And then I kept the tissue paper. I just thought all of it was so wonderful. It was just so nice. And it came with a little card. So, you zoom into that. Okay. And it's on your 2019 Trick or Treat yarn box is here. And yeah, it is. Look at this bag it came in. This is a project bag. It is a pull string. And I intend on using this for my Halloween projects. This is just so cute. It does have a box bottom, So, and at some point I would really love to learn how to make these. I have lots of fabric. My daughters all know how to sew, so I think maybe this might be a little project. And it's so funny because I know you probably can't see this, but it's like webs. It came in with webs, so I'm really hoping I can insert the pictures so you can see how cute it was. But let's open up day one. Oh, you can actually even see some more of the webbing over here. I might keep it there because it's kind of cute. So the nice thing was each bag, all 30 bags, are actually numbered. So it's simple, it's easy. Let's open this one, see what we have. Oh, and I can't even peek to look and see what it is because it's still wrapped even in more tissue paper. That is awesome. I do plan on keeping these because, you know, who knows, maybe I might want to do one of these for my daughters. It's definitely something where you can reuse these items and then do as little gifts for, you know, again, my kids all love yarn, so this works, except for my youngest. She likes it. She likes the ending products. She just doesn't, she knows how to crochet, she just doesn't, you know, she's 19. She doesn't want to do any of this stuff yet. So here we go. Here's the first one, and it is a Hedge Witch. And you know, it kind of reminds me of the Nightmare Before Christmas. Isn't that cute? And it's just a little bitty ball. Let's open it up. I do love little hanks. These are so, they twist this so nicely. This is really a nice twist on this. Nice and tight. Alright, here we go. And these are usually, you won't need like your swith for this because it is fairly small. You should be able to ball it up or even use your ball winer fairly quickly or just ball it up yourself. But look at that, isn't that kind of cute? I'm really looking forward to it. This one my middle daughter May has claimed. It's kind of annoying. But she wants me to make all different kinds of size of pumpkins. So every day she wants me to make a pumpkin with each of the little mini skeins, or hanks, little mini hanks. So I'm going to attempt that because pumpkins are fairly easy. It's pretty fast. I have a big bag of stuffing, so or fiber fill, I guess is what it's called. So I don't see a problem in it. And I do take time just about every day to crochet, so maybe this will be my, hey, I gotta get this done first before I can work on any of my other fun projects. This is so soft. A lot of people always say to smell it. It smells like yarn. So I'm not really big on the smelling portion of it, but it is nice. It is, let's see, it is Cozy Sock, 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. Now this one is a 10 gram, 40 yards. The yarn that I'm doing, the advent calendars for Christmas, majority of them though are going to be 20 gram mini skeins. But like I was saying, I was just trying to get my feet wet with it, and I really didn't want to go too big because again, I'm fairly new at this. I do have lots of yarn, but I kind of wanted projects that weren't going to overwhelm me, because I'm going to be pretty overwhelmed probably in Christmas time, but I'm going to be happy, so that's all that matters. I may not get to all my projects getting done, but we'll see how far I can get. It'll be a good challenge. With that being said, I think that's all we have for today. Thank you for coming. Again, click that subscribe button. And if you want, so that you can get my notifications of when I actually post another video, you know, once me and my husband figure out how to do this, you're going to click on the one with the parentheses surrounding the bell. So click on that, and I'll see you next time. And let's explode with this. Let's have fun with this, because, you know, TNT, we're dynamite. Thank you. Bye-bye.